Tonight, Clark. A good look at some of the best up-and-coming talent in the NBA.
Certainly a glimpse into the future. Each of these teams should be a factor for several years to come. They've got some dynamic and electric young players on the court today.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Sabonis is the center with Murray next to him. Ellis is out there with Fox, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Now Carter following Sabonis' three-point attempt. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Kicks it out to Banchero, and it's off from three-point range. Down low, it's tipped. Murray finds Sabonis. And here's Barnes for 3. Carter pulls it in. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Suggs. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
He's really a dangerous perimeter shooter. Harris is great at cashing in from this spot on the floor.
And when it comes to 3-and-D guys, Clark, Gary Harris has been in that mix for a while.
Yeah, he stretches the floor for you offensively, and defensively, he's going nose to nose with whoever he's guarding. Doesn't back up a bit. He's a valuable combo guard to have in your rotation.
Harris, no good.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Now, here's Fox. The kick out to Barnes. Takes the 3.
Wagner takes a lot of pride in trying to make a defensive impact and does a good job contesting the shot there.
Here's Suggs. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Inside, it's stolen by Carter. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. Pushing it up. And finished off by Wagner.
Good decision that time by Wagner, taking it straight line to the rim. The defense had no chance to stop it.
Now, here's Fox. Tight defense on him. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Murray, the pass to Fox. Takes it inside, and it's Fox with the jam.
Fox never afraid to take it right at the defense on the drive. Excellent display of speed there.
Carter sets the pick for Banchero. A look from Harris. Hits the jumper in space. Harris has got 5 points so far. And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. They trail by 3. And last season, Greg, the Kings clinched their first Pacific Division title in 20 years.
And they repeated as division champs back in 02 and 03, something they're hoping to achieve again this year as the Kings build off of their breakout season.
And here is Suggs following the three-pointer from De'Aaron Fox. Sacramento's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's Fox. 7 points in the game. Fires the 3.
Well, that is great defense from Suggs. He's got all the tools to lock you down and lock you up.
On the way, Harris. He's guarded by Ellis. And Gary Harris, good for 3. 8 points for him.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Fox goes in, takes it off the glass.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome, getting good positioning close to the basket.
For 3, Harris, and again it's Orlando with the 3.
Well, he's just showing off right now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down either.
Here's Fox, hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
And here's Harris from the arc. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Sabonis' screen on Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Murray. The kick out to Sabonis. From past the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Well, I love to see that kind of heads-up play from Sabonis. He's got an eye on the shot clock and knows he's got to get it up quickly.
Here's Harris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
Good on the second free throw.
His improvement each year in the league is impressive. Harris knows his role is to score the ball, and he does it well.
Outside, Fox. Going inside, and it's Fox with the jam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
And so, lots of scoring. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Orlando.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Filling the perimeter slots, it's Harris and Wagner. Banchero and Carter make up the inside pair. And it's Suggs in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Count that one. Harris has got the lead up to 5 now for the Magic.
And for a big man, Banchero does a lot well, especially moving without the ball. He's got excellent court awareness.
Some people see the Orlando Magic as a team, Clark, with a very high ceiling. How about you?
Lots of potential there. No question about it, Kevin, and plenty of room for growth. The challenge is going to be corralling that and moving it in the right direction. You know, it could take longer than people expect or want it to, so you got to be patient in this situation.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. De'Aaron Fox is taking his game to new heights. Coach Mike Brown says the exciting part about Foxy is he's just starting to scratch the surface of who will end up being in this league. His feel and skill set are both off the charts. His speed is unbelievable, and his ability to get his own shots at his size is second to none. Kevin?
David, I agree. He is special. Hey, thanks for the report.
You know, Barnes is a good shooter from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's dangerous from out there.
Lots of room. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Wagner against Barnes. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Sabonis. That 3 off the mark. Orlando's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. For with three. Harris falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Really a smooth stroke from Harris on the catch-and-shoot jumper right there. And I tell you what, he makes it look easier than it really is.
Sabonis sets the pick for Ellis. There's the pass to Sabonis. There's the three. No good that time. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Harris, good. You know, Clark, I remember you had such a strong mid-range game when you were playing. Do you think it would have been hard to stretch your game out to 3 like a lot of guys are doing now?
You know what, Kevin? It's interesting. I was actually starting to try to add the three-point shot to my game way back in the mid-'80s as part of my development. So I don't think it's hard. It's a matter of putting the work in. And shooting is one of those skills in the game that can really be refined with good mechanics and just volume of work.
And here's Barnes for 3. And Carroll grabs the board. Orlando leading. Here's Harris. Barnes grabs the miss.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And that one's good. Wagner. And the Magic lead by 4.
The defense was there, but the concentration and focus from Wagner also there. Really good poise.
In the corner, Murray with it. Here's Sabonis. He makes that one drop. Only a second and 5 tries.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Ellis on the double team. So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Anthony against Mitchell. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Wagner with a screen for Anthony. No good on the 3. Sacramento's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. Herder, no good. The Magic have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Monk for 3. Pass to Herder. On the wing, Mitchell. And so the ball's out of bounds. Wagner touched it last. It's stolen by Fultz. 3 seconds left. A big-time effort for Gary Harris, providing a lot of energy for the Orlando Magic. He's up to 26 points in the game now, just keeps pouring in the buckets. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Gary Harris.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to... Hey now! Hey now! Yeah! Clever call by Anthony there, using the pick and roll to create an opening.
Boy, doesn't Mike Brown, GA, deserve a lot of credit for the Kings' recent success. He's been terrific.
I mean, bringing that championship pedigree from Golden State, Brown went to the finals as the head coach in Cleveland, and one of the best people in the league as well.
Anthony going up top. Don't let his size fool you, folks. Cole's got some hops.
McGee a screen. On for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Wagner a screen on Mitchell. And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right now.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. After a fantastic first season under Coach Mike Brown, the Kings are ready for bigger and better things in year 2. Brown said, "This is probably the first opportunity I've had that allows me to do what I feel was necessary to get the team headed in the right direction. There wasn't going to be much pushback because they were looking for somebody to give them guidance and direction." And he certainly embraced that responsibility, Kevin.
I like that. Yeah, he has embraced it. Good stuff, David, and thank you for the report. Magic leading by 9. Here's Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Here's Orlando now. They're on a 12-3 run. The wide open look here for Anthony. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Ingles with the screen for Isaac. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Nice to the hoop. The shot's good from Monk.
Monk, a nice finisher around the basket now, using his quickness to get past defenders on the drive.
Fultz kicks to Wagner. Wagner has screen on Herter. Here's Ingles, and yes, it's good. Ingles has got 5 points in the quarter.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And here's Anthony for 3. Kept alive Orlando. Isaac outside. And Wagner has it in the corner. 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. And the 3 ball is good. Wagner's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it. I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Here's Anthony. Passes it to Isaac. It's stolen by Wiles. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Sacramento shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
At the line for the Kings.
And he's good on the second. Magic leading by 19 points. The drive by Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Not just the move from Anthony, but he also follows the good move up with the bucket.
McGee sets the pick for Monk. And McGee kicks to Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Monk with the ball, outguarded by Fultz. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Miles a screen on Wagner. No one near Herter as he lets it fly. Buries it from 3-point range. Herter's got 6 in the quarter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on JaVale McGee.
Well, I like the way Fultz attacks with confidence. He's excellent at making the defense commit.
And so Fultz nails them both. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Barnes sets a screen for Fox from outside the arc. And he can't jam it through.
Well, you know what? I think you've got to have that shot in your game, even if you are a big guy now. And Isaac demonstrating that he does have that in his game.
And while we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got Wagner. Anthony is out there with Fultz. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. This is out there for Orlando.
A capable floor general. I love watching Anthony set up his teammates.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Ingles. Basket counts. Ingles has got 4 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels. Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
Wagner outside. The 3. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
Fox with it. Defended now by Wagner. Here's Sabonis. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Magic?
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
Harris against Ellis. Wagner wide open. And a miss there on the triple. The Kings trail by 18. A pass to Fox. Sabonis' screen on court. And a deep 3 from Fox. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Man, he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Here's Banchero. Plays it up and banks it in. Banchero's got his first points in this one.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
He gets it in there. Sabonis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, a big body Sabonis might have range, but put him inside and let him eat.
That's good from Banchero on the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got 3 assists in the game. There's a screen by Murray. Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Here's Suggs. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Magic lead by 17.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Suggs with the steal. Here's Banchero. He can't get that one to fall. Murray with the defensive effort.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Magic.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens,
when you do.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Gary Harris.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And Fox gets it to go.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Now, here's Fox. Defense is right there. The kick out to Barnes. Sabonis sets the pick for Barnes. Back to Fox. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
Here's Suggs. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here are the Magic now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Harris kicks to Suggs. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And the Magic lead by 20.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
row seats to watch it.
You know, BA, they're going to be stuffing that highlight reel all night. I mean, you can feel the energy in this place. The crowd is definitely ready for it.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slots. And it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Oh, man, Carroll throws it down.
Well, you can see that Banchero has a little flair in his game. How about that finish? Woo-hoo-hoo!
McDaniels passes to Towns. With the drive. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And defense. You have to make them work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Harris against Edwards. Inside, here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Oh, you love to see Banchero get off his feet in a hurry and finish with authority.
And what you like about Gary Harris, you can depend on him to make good decisions and always bring that energy.
Yeah, no doubt, BA. I mean, he's all about the team, willing to do whatever they ask of him. Can't have enough guys like that on your roster.
And that one falls for Towns. Those advanced numbers for Karl Anthony Towns are incredible doors.
And BA, obviously those advanced numbers are something all organizations look at. Pat's got one of the top offensive ratings in NBA history. And listen, his three-point stroke opens up the floor. He can also put it on the deck. He's very efficient. There's a lot to like about Cat. This is definitely an aspect of Paolo Banchero's game that he is working to become more consistent at. Boy, bang that three-point shot. That'll give you...
Oh, wow!
How about the handle of Anthony Edwards so much tighter? That is so good.
Banchero the screen. Harris outside. Fires for three. And again, it's the magic from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Edwards looking for an opening. Towns on a screen. It's Edwards with a drive, and Edwards slams it in.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards on that drive. Look out.
Here's Suggs. The three from Banchero. Hits the three-pointer. Banchero's got 10 points.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Edwards can't hit.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
McDaniels from long range. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
What a setup by Karl Anthony Towns. Knew his team had to capitalize on that opening.
Yep, that one goes.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Edwards slams it in.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
Harris passes to Carter. Banchero left side. Carter on the wing. Reed defending. Shot clock at 6. Wagner with a screen on Conley. Harris passes to Wagner. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam!
Now Gary Harris playing in the pick and roll. Normally he might be the screener, but really nice job setting his teammate up.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish. On the wing, Suggs. He's guarded by Conley. Suggs, the pass to Carter. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. The three from Suggs.
Well, with the size and the foot speed and the feel on the defensive end, you see how easily Towns can contest shots.
This night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt. Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
It's good. Towns has got 10 points.
Inside, Towns can be so physical, guys, and that makes him tough to cover.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Towns on a screen. Conley finds Towns. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. 13 points in the game.
Karl Anthony Towns putting on a show on the offensive end of the floor. Legit 3-level score, and he's got it all working.
Suggs, nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. His fingerprint. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Wagner and Banchero at the 3 and the 4. Suggs runs point with Harris next to him. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Banchero passes to Suggs. Back to Banchero. Finds room and goes for the jam. Banchero.
Jalen Suggs has proven early, if you're open, he's going to find you. Pretty pass.
Pass to Towns. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
This first half has been all him. He's getting to his spots and going to work.
You know, Doris, looking at the Timberwolves, they've emphasized rim protection.
BA, this is a theme across the NBA. As much as we see the proliferation of three-point shooting, team's first priority is to protect the painted area because those are the easiest shots. You've got to play to your strength. Look out below. Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Harris up top, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Suggs. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
You love Jalen's ability right there to absorb the contact and continue through the play. He's going to get stronger with time. That's going to get easier and easier.
Here's Edwards, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Harris, a screen on Conley. Here's Suggs. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Suggs has got 5 points now this quarter.
So cunning and effective in screen and rolls. I really like watching Suggs operate in these sets.
And Edwards slams it in.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. In transition, here they come. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. And it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Boy, for a man his size, Towns does a sensational job running the floor.
Pass to Wagner. There's the three. Drops in the three. Wagner's got 5 points. And we've heard players asking for more clarity and accountability from the officials. Grant, you think they have a point?
Well, players often ask refs to explain calls. So they also want some clarity from the league whether the refs got it right. And that information oftentimes can help them make the proper adjustments moving forward. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Harris passes to Wagner. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And for the Berlin native, Franz Wagner. His NBA career is off to a terrific start.
Yeah, at 6'10", he's extremely versatile. He's already a talented scorer at all three levels. Plus, he's able to put the ball on the floor and create for his teammates.
Morris passes to Gobert. Misses from short range. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Magic. A three from Banchero. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
As much as Banchero is going to get to the line, he wants to be more efficient.
So Orlando going with an almost entire new group here. Wagner's checked in for Carter. Ingles comes in for Wagner. Fultz, he's checked in for Harris. And Cole Anthony subbed in for Suggs. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Anthony against Morris. Outside Warren. Back to Morris. Gobert with a screen on Anthony. And it's Morris penetrating. And he gets that one. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. We're not even in the second half.
For 3, Warren. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
And Anthony, here we go. Wagner outside. Wagner with a screen on Gobert. The 3 from Banchero. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
You can see the three-pointer is really starting to come for Paolo Banchero, gaining more and more confidence.
A nice shot by Morris. The Magic have gotten all 8 shots to go. A perfect second quarter so far. Banchero against Warren. Three-pointer. His first miss, making him 7 for 8. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Gobert. Morris against Anthony. Gobert with a screen on Anthony. Gobert, too strong.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Timberwolves 45.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Monte Morris is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's T.J. Warren. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Minot in at the small forward position. Here's Anthony, and he lays it in on the break. Anthony's gotten his second bucket of the game.
That's what you call taking out your do-it-yourself kit. Make the defensive play and make them pay on the other end.
And it's Alexander Walker penetrating up and in on the layup.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Ingles passes to Black. The floater. Alexander Walker grabs the board. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Minot. And that one is stuffed right through.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Anthony. Lays it up and banks it in. Anthony's got 6.
Just keeping things simple on the offensive end. Cole Anthony more than happy to shoot in these kinds of situations.
Here's Morris. The dive for the ball. Isaac with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Ingles from outside. On target from range. Ingles has got his first 3 points of the game.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Pass to Gobert. Wagner with a steal. And another fast break opportunity for the Magic. Here we go. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here's Alexander Walker. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. And that's going to be a foul on Orlando. And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Now Anthony. He has 6. Picked by Isaac. Ingles from outside. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Well, this is the main weapon in Ingles' arsenal, right? Very quietly, one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
Oh, the slam dunk by Morris.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Displaying the catch-and-shoot ability of Monte Morris. Go ahead, young sir.
Anthony outside. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And he sinks the second. You know, when it comes to Cole Anthony, Grant, we knew he'd be a good NBA player. Let's face it, we've heard about it from his dad for years as he's joined us on the media side.
B.A., that's the truth. But who knows, maybe one day he'll end up in our industry as well. Maybe he's got the bloodlines to be pretty good on the mic like his old man. Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That free throw no good. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Warren. McDaniels is checked in for Minot. And Conley's subbed in for Morris. Anthony, the pass to Ingles. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Black, and the shot goes. Black's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Anthony against Conley. Towns outside. And it's powered home by Towns.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Wagner for 3. And play stops as it looks like an over-the-back call here.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Yeah, easy call for the officials. Sometimes I think you can reach over without making contact, but that was not one of those times.
So Orlando ends up going with a new group. He's off on the second. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. 2-point game. And Carroll passes to Harris. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Harris has got 5.
You get an understanding of the high IQ that Paolo Banchero brings to the table. This guy's so good at finding open teammates.
Lets a floater go. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Towns has got 21.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip-in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Anthony Edwards is checked in for Alexander Walker. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Harris passes to Carter. The 3 from Banchero. Edwards pulls it in. On the take. Oh, okay then.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Back to Suggs. With the teardrop. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. Magic out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Banchero plays the 4 with Carter Jr. at center. Harrison Wagner out on the wings. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
And solid mechanics on Banchero. His motion is consistent whether he's at the top of the key or in the corner.
Edwards finds Reed. Edwards with it. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Pass to Carter. Here's Suggs. Back to Carter. And Carroll with it. Wagner with a screen on Towns. And Carroll no good. For the finish. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Just putting the ball on the deck. Towns so aggressive in everything he does.
For 3, here's Harris. Minnesota with a rebound. It's Edwards on the wing. He's checked by Carter. Pass to Reed. To the middle. Here's Towns. Another shot. Reed can't hit.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Carter with it. Picked up by Reed. Carter, a screen on Conley. Here's Suggs. Back to Carter. Pass to Wagner. And Mike Conley picks up the foul.
Side out.
That's foul number 2 for him.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Carroll outside. And there's the screen. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Wagner with a screen on Edwards. Harris passes to Carter. And here's Banchero. 5 on the clock. And it's slammed in by Carter.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
No doubt keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Conley passes to McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. The 3-ball. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Down low. And stolen by Banchero. Fast break. Here we go. The steal.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Edwards with it. Now guarded by Harris. Edwards against Harris. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Wagner, the pass to Suggs. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Back to Wagner. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Don't you love that a young player like Franz Wagner is so willing to deliver in the clutch? Wow.
And here's Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
I mean, they've been sinking shots from mid-range, and they found a gap there in the defense, and they just continue to exploit it.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Ingles, he's checked in for Wagner. And Carroll with a screen on McDaniels. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And this is where leaders come through. Can Edwards cash in at the stripe?
We'll see. So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
And Carroll with a screen on McDaniels. Ingles, no good.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
That one falls. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Pass to Reed. This one for 3. Rebound by the Magic. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Ingles from outside. Reed with the rebound. Now here's Conley. From deep. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Minnesota with the W. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this...
Teams love to push the pace. Think we're in for a high-speed game?
That's a safe assumption, yeah. I mean, but that'll also make this a serious test of stamina. It'll be hard for them to outrun each other all night long.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Back to McDaniels. Just 3 to shoot. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. McDaniels got the first basket of the game for the Timberwolves.
Oh, what a feed right there. Towns' vision is really off the charts.
Fox goes in. Stolen by Reed. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Now the pass to Conley. Back to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
So, Brent, after a 16-year playoff drought, the Kings made the cut before losing a very gritty first-round matchup.
What an unbelievable series, Kevin, that was against the Golden State Warriors. We've taken them to 7. Ultimately, they came up short, but they've got a ton to be excited about moving forward.
Well, you see the size and the strength. And that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Edwards can't hit.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's Sabonis. Murray sets a screen for Fox. Misses the 3. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. McDaniels passes to Towns. Back to McDaniel. And finished off by McDaniel.
And the all-around game of Towns can score it, rebound it, as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And finished off by Edwards.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
Just Fox being impossible to contain right there on the drive.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Fox deciding where to go with it. And there's the drive. And it's Fox with the jam.
Play control. We have De'Aaron Fox cleared for takeoff.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. Towns a screen on Ellis. Conley kicks to Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Now, here's Fox. He has 7. Outside for Murray. Sabonis' screen on Towns. Shot clock at 5. Murray hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
One thing you could say about Murray, he is efficient.
Timberwolves have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Towns down low. He's covered by Murray. And then Karl-Anthony Towns with the jam.
Oh, my. Karl-Anthony Towns with a little extra emphasis on that one.
The wide open look here for Fox. The long distance 3 is buried. Fox has got 10 points.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's McDaniels. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Sabonis' screen on Edwards. Here's Fox with plenty of space. Sabonis with the bucket.
Right now, Sabonis just taking charge, taking initiative, and getting aggressive on offense.
Here's Edwards. There's the drive. Banked in off the glass. 12 points for Anthony Edwards.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Beyond the arc. Headshot off. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark as we wrap up the first. Live from Golden. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. And it's Reed in at the 5 spot. Murray is screen on Edwards. Here's Fox. Shot clock at 6. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Fox has got the lead up to 2 now for the Kings. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Murray is screen on Edwards. Here's Fox. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
De'Aaron Fox having one of those nights where he's feeling it.
To the paint. McDaniels gets to Conley. Towns a screen on Ellis. Here's Conley. Here's Reed. Takes it inside.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Trailing by 2. Stolen by McDaniels. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Fox against Edwards. Back to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Nobody near Barnes. Hands it from downtown. Barnes has got 6 points. When it comes to the essential components of a winning team, GA, how much importance do you place on veteran leadership?
Kevin, I think it's important. You want a few guys in the locker room who've seen it all. Players who can keep the ship steady if the team kind of goes awry or has a tough stretch.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The Kings are still figuring everything out. De'Aaron Fox said we're still learning each other. What we're doing offensively is great. We have to prove defensively, but that'll come with time and chemistry. Domantas Sabonis added, it's just the beginning. The more we get a feel for each other, it's definitely going to get easier for us. Kevin?
Yeah, a rising power. I think all of us on this broadcast agree with that. David, thank you.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And we've got a lineup change here for Sacramento. To the middle. It's stolen by Wiles. And they're pushing it up. Monk for three. Here's McGee. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Passes it to Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. Monk defending. Pass to Alexander Walker. Gobert with a screen on Mitchell to the inside. Minnesota again turning it over. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
50 seconds left in the first half of the game. Down low. And then Monk with the dunk.
And it's just easy to love the energy with which Monk plays. Whenever he's close to the rim, he is looking to make a statement.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. The Timberwolves shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Nailed from three-point land. Herter's got the lead up to 8 now for the Kings. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Inside. Here's Gobert. Scoreless thus far.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit to the paint. Here's McGee, and the Kings check on 2 more.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And so it's Sacramento with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside. And I thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
At the guard positions, Mitchell and Monk. Kevin Huerter is out there with Lyons. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Gobert with a screen for Morris. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. To the middle. Gobert can't hit. Kings leading now by 13. You know, the energy out of Sacramento, man, it is remarkable, isn't it, Brent? This team is so hungry, and they are ready to go.
Well, the city has been so hungry to win for so long and get to the postseason. This group of players, along with this coaching staff, has certainly started to gel, and they're all sharing in that drive and ambition to remain there, Kevin.
Down low. The tray. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. No one near Huerter as he lets it fly. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now Gobert still scoreless. And the wide open shot from Warren drops in the tray.
Well, just working on extending that range, TJ Warren in the offseason, wanting to be a better three-point shooter. Nice to see him knock one down.
To the inside, McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, how about about using the rim to get some true hang time.
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Warren, that's for 2. Rebound by JaVale McGee. McGee's got 6 rebounds in the game. From deep, Herter, and another 3 for Sacramento.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Here's Minot. He's defended by Herter. And here's Morris for 3.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Herter on the wing. He's got 9. And that one is off.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Inside, here's Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
Well, he's using the screen there to set up some space. TJ is a guy you got to stay after when he sets the pick.
Greg, taking a look at Monte Morris for a second. You got to be inspired by his terrific story.
I mean, from late second-round pick to a seasoned NBA player, Morris never gave up on himself and continues to impress with each passing season.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now, last season there were a record number of African-American head coaches in the NBA. Blazers coach Chauncey Billups said, "It makes me proud of the NBA for being intentional about giving opportunities to African-Americans or just minorities, period. I'm proud to be a part of it." Kevin?
Great stuff, David. Thank you so much for your reporting there. Warren dishes to Morris. Back to Warren. Over to the left wing. Here's Gobert, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And here are the Kings now. They're on a 20-7 run. Monk against Edwards. There's 31 seconds left in the third. The shot's good from Monk. Monk's got 12 now in this quarter.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Out to Edwards. They set the screen. A three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got 15.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, the wing set for them, Edwards and McDaniels. Reed is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Conley in at point guard. He takes it in, and it's Fox with the jam.
How about Fox just getting to the rim right there? Great to see him explode at times.
Towns wide open. Barnes grabs the miss. Kings leading now by 21. Wide open look here for Murray. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Towns kicks to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sacramento grabs the miss. Now, here's Fox. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And he lays it straight in.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Edwards against Fox. Sabonis' screen on Edwards. Here's Fox. It's good. Fox has got 26 points.
Fox not a jump shooter, just doing a great job of mixing it up offensively now.
Reed misses. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Murray outside. Pass to Sabonis. Outside, Fox. And there's the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 28 points for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Towns, and it's good for 2.
Towns. Assist from Nas Reed.
For Sacramento, they've gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Out to the right wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Sabonis inside. Towns on him. They grab their own miss. Murray the pass to Barnes. Murray sets a screen for Barnes. Minnesota with the rebound. 1:44 left in the fourth. Now here's McDaniels. Defended by Sabonis. Edwards passes to Towns. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And we just saw Cat at his best, pounding the paint, finishing near the rim. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Kings.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for De'Aaron Fox.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Offline with his 3. And it's the Kings with the ball. Here's Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's in the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Edwards with it. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd.
tonight. These are two of the brightest young teams in the league.
You know, when it's all said and done, BA, these are squads that I expect to eventually play for titles. I mean, the talent is there. And, of course, it's all about gaining experience and gelling as a team.
And the starting lineup for the Magic. Harrison Wagner out on the wings. Banchero plays the 4 with Carter Jr. at center. And it's Suggs in at the 1. And it's Fox with the jam.
Just so crafty getting to the rim. Fox runs inside, leaps over the defense for the easy finish.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Harris, a screen on Murray. Banchero, no good. And so Sabonis will bring it up for the Kings. Murray finds Sabonis. Fox for 3.
Magic foul. Jalen Suggs. First personal foul. First team foul.
Fox for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Fox has got 5.
Look at how planted Fox is. He's primed to shoot the moment he gets it.
It's Suggs with a drive. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. You know, Richard, when it comes to excelling in every facet of being a guard, De'Aaron Fox is that guy.
And there's no question. He can take over with the scoring and get his teammates involved, BA. He is a pest on defense. This man does it all.
So it's Orlando now, following the score by Sacramento. Banchero the screen. Here's Harris. And yep, it's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Love to see Sabonis get dominant like this. Defense has no chance to interfere.
Harris on the wing. Back to Suggs. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Fox outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Well, Mike Brown is known as a great defensive coach, but he led the Kings to an all-time great offensive season in 2023.
Yeah, and they actually ranked towards the bottom of the league defensively. So for them going forward, we'll see if Brown's expertise can bolster the Kings defense.
Harris outside. Picked by Carter. Fires the 3. The shot that time not on target. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Fox feeling it out a bit. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
We all know that Fox can score, but there he is reminding you that he can also drop some dimes.
Here's Harris. Outside Carter. Pass to Wagner. Back to Carter. Out to Harris. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And it's Sacramento's ball. This run now up to 13-2. Fox against Harris. And it's Fox missing. Orlando has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Harris goes in. That one goes. Count it.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
It's the speed of De'Aaron Fox that is just so tough to match.
Here's Suggs. Here he goes. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's Barnes. No made baskets yet. On the wing, Murray lets it go from deep. The rebound by Carter. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for Orlando. They trail by 7.
Good awareness from Banchero. Sees the steal and gets out in transition.
Now here's Fox. 11 points in the game. Takes it inside. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And Banchero with the bucket. And the assist by Wagner. Banchero's got 6 points.
A combination of brute force and skill on the interior. Hollow Banchero. And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
We've seen Fox take over games before, only takes a few shots to go, and then this man is feeling it.
Carter, the pass to Harris. Picked by Carter. Fires from deep. Harris misses. Here's Fox. A deep 3. Again, the miss by Fox. Gets it off. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Sacramento Kings closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Sacramento.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Murray and Sabonis are the bigs. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Harrison Barnes. And it's Ellis in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, the Kings finally last season snapped their 16-year playoff drought, and Coach Mike Brown said, quote, "You take a job to try and build a championship-level team. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you have to believe. We are going to keep working, and we will get there." Brian?
Well, that's what he's all about. He's the reigning coach of the year, Allie. Thank you.
Man, Suggs can really move. And once he sees he has a clear path, he launches up for the dunk.
Here's Fox, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Fox has got 24.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
The Kings have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Fires the 3. Here's Murray. Second chance shot. Oh! Murray making his presence felt inside.
Murray's such a high-energy guy. I love the extra effort.
Carter, a screen on Fox. The 3 from Suggs. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And to touch on Sabonis' game, his rebounding might not get enough credit, RJ.
And it should be. He's almost always a lock to be a top 10 rebounder in this league. He's a quality passer, and sometimes his glass work falls under the radar.
Yeah, nice initiative from Suggs, seeing an easy scoring opportunity and pouncing on it.
Picked by Murray. Lets the 3 fly. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Ellis. And the Kings with another 3.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Harris outside. Banchero the screen. Harris, that's good. Harris has got 9.
This is just fun. These teams are trading 3s back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
And the Kings going with a whole new group out there. And it's Monk missing.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Launches a 3. And Monk is good for 3. Monk's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
and just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Well, the saying is defense wins championships. But in this day and age, don't you need both?
No question, B.A. You definitely do. I mean, we've seen plenty of great defenses flame out in the playoffs because they couldn't put up points. Defense alone isn't enough. You need a balance of both.
Misses off the right iron.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
There's Herder with the three, and the three-pointer goes.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Banchero, and he drives in. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Just a strong drive right there from Banchero. Excellent at finding the avenue to the bucket.
There's Herder with the three. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Wagner for three. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Harris has got 3 assists in the game.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Herder can't hit. And Harris has got the ball here for Orlando. 8-point game. And Carroll from close range.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Deflects the pass. Oh, stolen by Harris. Here's Suggs. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Lyles.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, it's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the court for the Magic, we've got Cole Anthony. Joe Ingles is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Markelle Fultz, and it's Wagner in at the 5. Herder against Ingles. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Hey, but D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Here's Wagner. Called in by the Kings. They've led by as many as 14. Well, Richard, now a veteran who's been around the league. Trey Lyles understands his role and plays it really well.
Yeah, which is to help space the floor with his shooting. He continues to prove how reliable he is from deep. I also really like his shot selection, B.A.
Goes back up. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
The shot is good. Fultz making the play.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Domantas Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox are a great tandem. Sabonis said, quote, "He lets me be me. A starting point guard usually doesn't like the big man bringing up the ball, but he lets me do my thing, and I feel like we feed off of each other. He's so fast. Can get to the rim, I can get him open, and then let him do his thing, so it works both ways." Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Herder from long range. Pure from three-point range. Herder's got 9 points in the quarter.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
From deep. It's hauled in by Isaac. Orlando trailing here. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing out.
Fultz is good.
Oh, and look at what this fella can do. Beautiful.
The Kings have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Here's Anthony. Lays it up and banks it in.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The Kings have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Herter against Ingles. Outside Herter. There's the drive. Good on the shot. Herter's got 14.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left the 2 open on that play. The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Outside Monk. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
How about Malik Monk, one of the most potent scoring guards in the league, RJ?
See, people forget, B.A., that when Monk entered the league, he was only 19 years old. So it took him a couple of years to find that three-point stroke. Now, this man is instant offense and has zero fear out there.
Herter from long range. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 4th assist with that last one.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
2 points. That one goes.
Possessions that end with close looks, especially for guys like Isaac, those are key to winning games.
McGee in the post. Defended by Wagner. Herter can't hit.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Wagner with a screen on Herter. Ingles, good. And now it's just a 4-point Kings lead.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let them get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's Herter. No good with the elbow jumper. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. The Kings on top. They lead by 4. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Barnes and Murray at the 3 and the 4. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Ellis in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. The Kings leading. Picked by Murray. Monk passes to Sabonis. Murray for 3. The shot misses.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Monk against Carter. Back to Wagner. There's the 3. Fires in the triple.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
Big 3 right there, especially at this point in the game.
Ellis, good.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle on scoring alone. There's not that much intensity on defense.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Sinks it from distance.
Man, oh man, that's just absurd range. He can pull it up and hit it from just about anywhere.
And Carroll with a screen on Monk. Here's Suggs. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
So cunning and effective in screen and rolls. I really like watching Suggs operate in these sets.
Ellis passes to Barnes from the arc. And the Kings with another three.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Fox is checked in for Sacramento. Harris. The rebound by Murray.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Now Fox. The shake. And he makes it on the layup. Fox has got 26.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
And Carroll passes to Wagner. Here's Suggs. Pass to Harris. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They set the pick. Ball stolen. And here's the fast break. Here's Carter. Pass to Harris. And Carroll outside. There's the triple. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Harris has got 5 assists in the game. The Kings have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Up top, Sabonis. Sabonis with a screen on Banchero. Murray for 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
You love to see a guy like Murray go off like this, putting in the work to get his team a bucket.
Whoa! Emphatic finish from Banchero.
And when they need a bucket, Banchero wants to be the guy to get it. And he's got a nose for the big situations.
Fox outside. And Fox powers it home.
What energy from Fox when they're up against it, proving he's ready to be that guy.
Outside Carter, over to the wing. And Carroll against Murray. And then Carroll gets it to go.
And stepping up when it's clutch time, that's a very mature play by the young Banchero.
Picked by Sabonis. Fox for 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And this is the trust that Fox's teammates have in him. What a shot right there.
On the attack, Carter. Out to Harris. Second chance effort. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Wagner with a steal. And Carroll with it. Checked by Murray. Carter can't get it to go. And it's Sacramento's ball. 6-point lead. Outside Murray. This one for 3. No good on the shot.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Pass to Suggs. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Tries again. Hauled in by the Kings.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And it's Fox missing. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead.
fun one. Greg, two teams that are among the most athletic in the NBA.
And I don't know if it'll be a track meet, but it will be an up-tempo game. And that's the only way these teams know how to play.
A look at the Magic starting group. The forward spots, it's Wagner and Banchero. The guard pair, it's Suggs and Harris. And it's Carter in at the center position. Now here's Edwards. Guarded close.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Wagner with a screen for Banchero. Pass to Wagner. Carter with a screen on Edwards. Here's Suggs. Can't get it to fall.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Count the basket.
Tell you what, going end to end, Towns may not always look like he's moving fast, but he's gobbling up some ground in a hurry. And some of that is his stride, but that fella's got some big feet too.
Here's Reed after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now, here's Suggs. Down low. And then Carter with the jam.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play. Finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
And, you know, after a difficult start to his career, Wendell Carter Jr. has come into his own.
You know, some of that, I think, was due to health, Greg, but fit is so important. Fit and alignment. I think he got an increased role after leaving Chicago and proved to be an impactful player on both ends with that additional playing time.
Banchero trains the three-pointer.
Banchero will score it in a multitude of ways. Nice jumper in rhythm there.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Edwards passes to Reed. Edwards with it. Defended now by Wagner. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now here is Carter. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
You know, when Carter Jr. is hitting this, it opens up everything else. Love seeing him get going from there.
Outside Edwards. To halt the run, and it's good on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Conley's shot is off. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Getting it done in the paint, Banchero using his big frame to carve out space inside.
McDaniels with the ball. Banchero's there.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Yes, sir. Paolo Banchero rising up and throwing it down, folks.
Here's Towns. Out to Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And Clark, what can you say about Anthony Edwards? Living up to that first overall hype, he has been spectacular.
Yeah, he has been, Kevin. I agree. Some were surprised he went first overall, but you look back at that draft, he was as good a #1 pick as any of them, and he's certainly proven to be worthy of that status.
And here's Edwards. After Jalen Suggs made that last three-pointer.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Now, here's Wagner. To the paint, here's Banchero. And the layup's good off the glass. 9 points for Paolo Banchero.
Wagner, he'll find the wide open teammate more often than not. Heady player.
Towns against Banchero. To the middle, here's Reed, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Reed's got his second bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Wagner. Still without a basket. A nice shot by Carter.
Versatility of Carter Jr. I mean, he can shoot off 1 to 2 dribbles as well as off the catch.
And it's Conley penetrating. Pass to Reed. And another shot. And the layup is good. Reed's got 6.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
1 second left. Doesn't go that time. Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Magic. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. We'll get right back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniel. Reed is out there with Towns, and it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Boy, I love the hustle from Edwards that time. Excellent anticipation on the offensive glass.
And that one's good, Wagner.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Towns sets the pick for Conley. Ball's knocked loose. And even 3-on-3 break. Carter kicks to Suggs. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Drills it from outside. He's got 12.
A promising sign of things to come with Banchero. Clearly somebody you've got to be excited about.
Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Conley. Now, here's Suggs. Edwards defending, and that one drops.
At 6'5", Suggs has really good size for his position, and he knows how to use it when he's inside the painted area, too.
Incredibly for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Clark, the 2004 playoffs are the only time they've won a series.
You know, Kevin, with Kevin Garnett, they had a few 50-win teams and some excellent coaches. That just tells you, I think, how hard it is to win in this league.
The pass to Suggs. Harris setting the pick for Suggs. 6 to shoot. And rebounded by McDaniel.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Pass to Reed. Back to McDaniel. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniel.
Carter. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And you think of height as an advantage in basketball, but Frank, the versatility at such a premium. Can you be too tall in today's NBA?
It's a valid question. The 2 biggest concerns for 7-footers are mobility and durability. To move the way they need to puts a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
And it's Orlando with another.
Excellent decision maker. Love how decisive Harris is in the pick and roll.
Outside Edwards. Great defense that time from Banchero. Wagner on the wing. Banchero. It's good on the putback. And it's a 6-point Magic lead.
Banchero fought for the board and converted nicely. That's a grit and grind bucket there.
The kicks to McDaniel. No good from outside. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Pass to Carter. 1:37 left to play in the first half. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. Here's McDaniels. Drills the three-pointer. McDaniels got his third basket of the night.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make 3. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Carter sets the pick for Banchero. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 5. Driving in.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
Morris outside. To the inside. Gobert. The kick out to Warren. Here's Gobert. Tries yet again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
This is what the team relies on Gobert for, clearing the glass and finishing the play.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Harris. He gets that one. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Morris passes to Warren. It's stolen by Banchero. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Good on the triple. Carter's got 15 points.
Carter Jr. has the talent to take over games, showing you how dangerous he can be right now.
And stolen by Harris. That'll do it for the first half. Magic lead by 6. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from Wendell Carter in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
On the court for Orlando, they've got Anthony. Joe Ingles is out there with Jonathan Isaac. And there's Fultz. And it's Wagner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Ingles can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Minot. Ingles covering. Minot, good.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
After missing nearly 2 full years due to injury, Greg, isn't it great to see T.J. Warren back out on the floor, healthy and hearty?
Yeah, and Kevin, people forget this guy was the leading scorer for a playoff team before those injuries. He may not be the same player, but he can still provide some instant offense.
Anthony, no one around. Fultz kicks to Ingles. Isaac outside. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Morris. And it's sent back by Isaac.
You know, he's gifted with incredible length. Isaac is almost a footer. 7 feet, that is. So he should pile up the block shots.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
Here's Morris. Count that one. Morris has got his first bucket of the night.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Anthony finds Ingles. To the wing on the left. Now here's Fultz. He's guarded close. 6 on the shot clock. Ingles in the corner. There's the triple. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And it's Warren with the ball for the Timberwolves. Morris kicks to Warren. Poke loose. Anthony taking his time here. Ingles passes to Anthony. Launches it. And he's good on the 3 ball. Anthony's got 8 points in the quarter.
And they need Anthony to connect from deep. And when he does, their offense opens up even more.
Here's Morris. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Markelle Fultz.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Wagner with a screen for Fultz. Lob pass to Wagner. Outside Warren. Morris dishes to Warren. Back to Morris. Timberwolves passing it around. The feed now to Warren. And it's Warren with the jam.
Boy, he gets up so easily, throwing it down. T.J. Warren making it happen.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the second free throw, good.
You know, for such a young player, I'm really impressed by Isaac's workman-like approach to the game. I mean, he's always looking for ways to improve and plays with the even-keeledness of a veteran.
That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And the Magic lead by 6.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
When you look at guys who've improved as 3-point shooters, Warren is way up on that list.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Conley scanning the floor. Outside, Towns. Inside. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 8 points.
Towns sees an open player and rewards him with a nice pass.
Anthony kicks to Wagner. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Isaac with a screen for Ingles. And Isaac throws it down.
Isaac really quick in the pick and roll. Once he sets the screen, he does a nice job rolling quickly and hard to the open space.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And again, Minnesota with the triple. 7 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Wagner. Takes it off the glass. Wagner's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Part of the job description as a guard, but Anthony relishes the chance.
He got it! Whoa! It's good! He did it!
Drained it!
And And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. The Timberwolves on top. They lead by a bucket. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's Reed in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
Harris against Conley. And the layup falls. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Towns, the pass to Reed. Back to Towns. Passes it to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. And no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Really a smooth stroke from Harris on the catch and shoot jumper right there. And I'll tell you what, he makes it look easier than it really is.
Here's Edwards, and finished off by Edwards.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Driving the lane, and Edwards with the stop.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Banchero is screened for Harris. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Count the basket and the foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
Hey, even when you're not Gary Harris around, he powers these shots in.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
Now, Suggs. Harris a screen on Towns. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Magic lead by 1.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Now, here's Suggs. Edwards defending. Suggs passes to Wagner. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them. This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Edwards with it, and it's Carter.
See how Edwards has really developed and worked on his handle. It's become a strength of his game.
Banchero is screen on Conley. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Harris, when it's a crucial possession, he amps up his game.
Near the 3-point line, it's Edwards. And that one hits back iron. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They lead by 1. Suggs dishes to Banchero. Wagner outside. Harris looking it over. Wagner passes to Harris. It falls!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Outside Edwards. Now the pass to Reed. Suggs with the steal. And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. And Harris wide open. He shoots on the wing. Harris. Back to Banchero. Just 4 to shoot. Goes back up. With the putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Magic lead by 5.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Harris outside. Suggs in the corner. Plays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 7-point Magic lead.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team.
Both of these teams want to push the pace.
Oh, that they do. Pace, pace, pace. And as a fan, I just love these types of matchups. It's so much fun to see these teams get up and down the floor, play with pace, and have fun. I'm excited for this one.
Let's check out Sacramento's starting lineup. Barnes and Murray at the 3 and the 4. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Ellis in at the 2 spot. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Sabonis with a screen on Edwards. Fox for 3. And the Kings with another 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you, so many different aspects to his offensive arsenal. Towns flashing solid handle ability.
Fox up top, guarded by Edwards. Out to Sabonis. Launches it. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Well, Grant, for Sacramento, 2023 was a year to celebrate. Their first playoff appearance in 16 years.
And they did it with a high-octane attack. Their offensive rating that season was historic, and it was just what the Kings needed to return to contention.
Now here's Fox. 6 points for him. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
A 6'3" point guard, Fox has solid size at the 1, and it really helps him out inside.
Conley finds McDaniels. Here's Towns. He's guarded by Sabonis. Shot clock at 5. McDaniels from long range. He drops it from range.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Sabonis with a screen on Edwards. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Lift off there for Fox, showing how high up he can get.
Conley looking for an opening. Towns outside. McDaniels, a screen on Sabonis. Oh!
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Sabonis in the post. Working on Reed. Outside Edwards. The 3 is up. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Three-pointer, Fox. And the Kings with another 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And Edwards, here we go. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox is going off. I mean, he's gotten the ball on offense, and he's been relentless.
Conley passes to Towns. Outside Conley. Three-pointer, no good. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 6-point game. Outside Murray. Takes a 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
You got to be impressed with Fox's court awareness. He has a feel for when one of his guys is uncovered.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Now here's Fox. 15 points in the game. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Domantas Sabonis has filled out his frame, and if you need some physicality around the rim, this guy is willing to do it.
And Sacramento has possession. They're leading by 8. Murray passes to Ellis. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Edwards. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. They'll pin that one on Harrison Barnes.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Good on the second one. 12 seconds left in the first. Outside Barnes. Another 3 for Sacramento.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Kings?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Taking a look at Sacramento, Murray and Sabonis are the bigs. Then there's Barnes. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Ellis in a 2-guard. Back to Murray. Crafty move. Oh! Murray making his presence felt inside.
I like Murray's shot selection, especially when he's this close to the rim.
Well, Doris, the Timberwolves have made consecutive playoff appearances. That's a win for this team.
Well, when you consider that hadn't been done in this organization going all the way back to 2004, it does show they are moving in the right direction. The next step, obviously, they have to win a series.
Here's Fox. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
Towns for 3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, just doing his part. Staying active and converting at a high rate.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
And Fox powers it home.
Explosive speed gives Fox the clear advantage on the drive. He gets down the lane so fast.
Pass to Towns. McDaniels, a screen on Sabonis. Here's Towns. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
And that one falls for Towns. And we heard some coaches saying the league punishes retaliation. And that might even encourage players to instigate. Grant, you think he's got a point?
You know, B.A., I think he does. I mean, if guys are creating a dust-up to try to get opposing star players thrown out, the officials cannot reward that.
Edwards against Fox. Shot is good by Edwards.
Combination of size and athleticism makes Anthony Edwards so tough to check on the drive. Good luck and good night.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, even though Kevin Huerter knew early on that basketball would be his path, he said, quote, I played baseball up until my senior year in high school just to be a kid. You work different muscle groups. Specializing in sports as an early age is not something that I really agree with. Sports are supposed to be fun. Brian?
Well, that's the truth. Something we all need to remember. Thanks, Allie. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And he gets to the rim with ease. Murray makes those athletic plays look effortless.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. McDaniels from long range. Drains the triple. McDaniels got 7 points.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And Doris, Anthony Edwards has lived up to the expectations. He continues to get better each year.
He does, PA. And let's remember, as a former #1 pick, that carries a lot of weight and responsibility. But Ant is a guy who embraces that pressure. He wants the spotlight, and he puts in the work to be great. His future is bright.
Murray, pass to Ellis. Inside, here's Fox. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Fox has got 6 here in the quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Reed sets a screen. Here's Conley. Towns for 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Yeah, the very definition of a stretch 4 or 5, whatever position he happens to be playing, Cat can space the floor.
Here's Sabonis. An easy 2 on the layup. He has 7.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Fox against Edwards. McDaniels from long range. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Here's Ellis. He's guarded by Conley. Ellis, good. And we've got 28 seconds left in the half. And here's Conley. Outside Edwards. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of this game. Reed passes to Edwards. Fires the 3. That shot, no good. And so it's Sacramento leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, it's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slots. And it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Timberwolves 5. McGee a screen. Monk for 3. Knocks down the long J. Monk's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And it's Warren off the drive. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Even though the Timberwolves made the playoffs in 2023, Grant, they had their share of trials.
Yeah, B.A., they had to integrate new players. I mean, Cat missed 51 games due to a calf strain. There was that incident with Gobert and Kyle Anderson. And, of course, Jaden McDaniels fracturing his hand.
To the paint. And McGee with the stuff.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
Outside Warren. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on JaVale McGee.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Kings leading. It's stolen. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Minot can't get it to go. And it's Sacramento's ball. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Monk for 3. And the Kings with another 3.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Here's Alexander Walker. Monk covers. Outside Warren. With the drive. Ooh, Warren slams it in.
Well, strong desire to get on the interior. T.J. Warren attacking with ferocity.
Monk for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check. Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Here's Monk. And it's good for 2. Monk's got 8. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Morris on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. Gobert with a screen on Herter. Lets it go. Again, the Timberwolves score. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. 4-point game. A nice shot by McGee.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And talking about JaVale McGee, Doris, he's now a veteran big man with a ton of experience.
And championship experience, B.A., and that may be the most valuable aspect of what JaVale brings. Obviously, this guy has got incredible size, massive wingspan. He's been a very solid defender in his career, but that championship DNA is most coveted.
Outside Warren. Minute 32 left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
And they're on the run. Morris for 3. Hauled in by McGee. Sacramento has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Outside Herder. And it's Mitchell, that time on the assist by Herder. Mitchell's got his first points of the night.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Pass to Minot. Back to Alexander Walker. Morris outside. No good with the triple. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Outside Herder. Second shot opportunity. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. Pass to Lyles. Just 4 to shoot. Knocks it down from distance. Lyles has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Morris on the wing. Back to Warren. Oh, McGee with the block. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. The flow of the game. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Sacramento has possession. They held a 12-point lead earlier. All right, a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth quarter. Barnes and Murray at the 3 and the 4. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Ellis in at the 2. Monk for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. A nice shot by Morris.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
Up top, Monk. Guarded by Morris. And the basket by Monk.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Picked by Gobert. Pass to Minot. Outside Warren. Here's Gobert. Back to Warren. Puts up a 3. Connects from downtown.
Well, just great recognition. Rise and fire and catch and shoot. TJ Warren says, I can do that.
Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to Minot. Morris, left side. Yes, it's good.
You love the aggressive play inside from Monte Morris.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And the Kings also making a change. Fox is checked in for Monk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Here's Conley. And he banks in the layup.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
Pass to Sabonis. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. McDaniels against Barnes. And it's McDaniels off the drive. The shot no good. Good D by Murray. Three-pointer, Fox. No good there. That puts him at 9 for 12 in this one. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. Trailing by 8. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
3 from Barnes. Knocks down the triple. And the Kings lead by 9.
The improvement in Barnes' deep range just helps his offense space the floor.
Edwards finds Conley. Reed sets a screen. The kick out to Edwards. Three-pointer. And another Another three for Minnesota.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's Fox. And Fox powers it home.
Beautiful move there from Fox. His speed and handles are a lethal combination.
Fox against Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Oh! Hammers it home.
So nice.
How about the handle of Anthony Edwards so much tighter? That is so good.
Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Sabonis with a screen on Edwards. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
He's off on the layup.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Fox for three. Fox can't get that one to fall. Outside McDaniels. Towns outside. Goes up on the wing. Barnes with the rebound.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Drills it from deep.
I like it. Setting up Fox that time, getting him something in rhythm. And you know they're extremely disappointed right now. I mean, this one, getting away from them.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Here's Conley. So the Kings win it. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focus.